We are live with the House Divided podcast. Fucking receipt.
Fuck you.
Out of my way, paper.
Episode 9. Right? Almost. We're going to have a 10-episode party next week. Don't ask me what that means.
We don't even know yet.
Yeah, week 7. Football. This week. Week 6. Last week. Let's talk about it.
This was more of a standard week, I feel. Not so much craziness.
There was not a lot. I mean, there was a little bit
still
of craziness.
some, but this year's been a little crazy.
That's
It's
true.
settled down this week a little.
Starting right away, Thursday night football, the Eagles did what the Eagles do. Whoop the Giants' ass.
The Giants did as the Giants do.
We'll talk more. We'll talk more about that next week when we talk about our playoff teams and the teams that should just call it a season, just wrap it up. You know, we'll get into that next week.
Yeah, I wonder which of those teams should just call it a wrap.
Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
Honestly, that was a
Atlanta
better
needed
game
it.
than I thought.
Atlanta needed it. Jameis Winston is back.
4 touchdowns, right?
395 yards passing. I don't know how many rushing.
Okay.
But yeah, good for him.
Right?
But
Like
Atlanta
to see
needed it.
that.
Otherwise, they'd be in Giant territory.
Yeah. Which is sad because they're actually talented, seemingly. But
I mean, they're pretty
You're
much
like,
they're
"Oh,
the same teams. Honestly, they have.
one of them is a noodle arm, though. Not
Because you think of the
Matt.
Falcons and you're like, oh, I don't want to play the Falcons. They're a pretty complete team.
They're not.
Like that's how I feel about the Falcons, and yet
like on
just,
paper.
Oh,
they
I
are,
I read
Yeah.
or I heard something that of their 11 starters on defense last year, only like 4 of them are on the team.
Okay, that would
Like 2 are
make some
hurt
sense.
or something right now. One,
Okay.
but like that's want to know what the
Definitely
problem is?
turnaround,
There it is.
turnover.
Yeah, just you can't change your whole defense like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I.e. the Wisconsin Badgers, who lost almost everyone on the defense last year or this year, and they're not good.
So this last Badger game was the first one I watched this season.
Thanks. I'm blaming it on you then. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Man, Pittsburgh got lucky.
Yes, they did.
I still think they're a bad football team.
They're pretty bad.
I'll still always pick the Steelers to beat the Bengals though every time.
Those seemingly always turn
And-
out
and
in
when you
one
look at
way
it,
or
it's like
another.
this,
Some
it's-
penalty, some
it's
sort
like
of.
Big Ben against
Vontae-
Andy Dalton.
Vontez had another one.
I think Big Ben against Andy Dalton is like 5-0 or something like that.
That makes sense.
Like that's another reason why it just seems.
Apparently, Vontez Burfict said to Jude during a play, "You're next." I'm
Well,
like
and
definitely.
he got
I'm
another
moving.
personal foul.
I'm moving to a different house after that. That dude
I d-
says that to me.
I just don't.
That dude's like actually scary.
What's the next? Los Angeles at Cleveland.
A little bit of a surpriser for me.
Yeah, I think we all.
Yeah, that was the first time Calvin picked Cleveland,
Yeah,
I think.
don't ever pick Cleveland again.
Well, for the sake of your bet, you should pick Cleveland every time.
It's kind of funny. That's one of the games I didn't follow. I actually don't even know what happened.
Los
blowout,
Angeles
honestly.
won 38-14.
Oh,
And it was like 38 to
Sorry,
7 for
Baker
a while,
may
too,
not.
I feel like.
Baker led the game in passing. Still,
He had like 2 picks though, or something like that.
let's
Right?
say
I
you,
did see
you
one of the
only get
picks and it
14
was
There was-
kinda
points.
like-
I think there was
it
a
was a
I think there
rookie.
was a pick 6.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Melvin Gordon went off. But like this game wasn't like exclusively on Baker. I'd give him like 50% of the blame probably. I'd give him
Well,
half.
And it's like
But-
I've been one to talk about it this entire year. We all talked about the Browns defense being so damn good, and they gave up 38. So
See,
that's
exactly.
where a big problem
Well,
lies.
it seems like they're the most inconsistent team in the league,
yeah, seems
where
like it.
they can hold a team to fucking 6, and then they give up 42 to the fucking Raiders and 38 to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Maybe the AFC West is their kryptonite. You know,
What are the Rams gonna do to him then?
that's the NFC West.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Thank the Lord for them.
Yes. I don't want to watch that game. Seattle at Oakland. Yeah, Oakland's a real bad football team. If we did the power rankings this week, I don't know where I had Oakland last week. I would have
32.
I would have
sure.
they're the worst team in football.
They're like 33rd, and maybe like college football
Well, like
team goes 32.
them and the Giants are close.
Yes.
But like I trust the Giants to win games more than the Raiders.
Yeah, because they have Saquon
I was
Barkley.
say you could just
and
keep
he
pitching it
pops
to
off.
Saquon. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not actively trying to trade their best players.
And as much as I hate on Eli, it does seemingly fall on that O-line a lot, where they're not giving Eli any time to work.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a great QB anyways, but they're also not giving him time to work. He has OBJ to
And we
throw
we
to.
all know Eli is not scrambling. He is,
Exactly.
he
not,
is
not on
literally-
his best day.
Even Odell said that within the last couple weeks. He's like, I mean, he's not running.
But the owner, Jim Mora, I think, or the GM, just called out Odell. This
For like all the comments he's been saying.
yeah,
and
called
stuff.
out Odell and for just being like a pilot, just being a pile of shit.
Well, he hasn't done any. I just saw.
Well, he got paid and now isn't trying, and it still is talking about playing it for other teams and shit. If I'm the Giants, bro, trade him. Fuck it. See ya. You don't want to, because they're gonna get a quarterback this draft, and he's probably gonna start next year. Do you want a rookie quarterback to have like essentially Terrell Owens, like yelling at him all the goddamn time?
Yeah, no,
you don't. So
I feel you with that.
send him to the Packers.
We haven't had a diva wide receiver in a while. We definitely were due for one.
We've had one for a while. I just watched the highlights of him versus Josh Norman, that crazy game.
Oh my god, where he
they were
was
fighting each other on the
throwing
field.
hands
Yeah,
immediately. Every
he's
play.
a piece of shit. Yeah. So Raiders suck. They're trying to trade Amari Cooper. If I'm the Packers, I'm trading for Amari Cooper yesterday.
That would be so awesome.
Chicago at
Ooh, I can see that.
Chicago at Miami.
Hunter, a little bit
Are
of a
you
start of
ready
the
for
week.
some Brock?
Honestly, there's witnesses here in this very room that know that the moment I found out that Brock Osweiler was the second string and coming in for Tannehill, I
Shaken.
actually was more fearful than had Tannehill.
Which
Shaken
doesn't
to the
make sense because
core.
Tannehill is 3 times the
Be-
quarterback
because-
Osweiler is.
because Brock Osweiler has defeated the Bears the 2 times
Yeah.
that he's played
Funny enough,
against them.
all first starts for that team that he played for were all against the Bears. All first starts. His first start
Bro,
as a
if
Texan.
if
his
I'm
first
playing
Really, I
the
didn't know that fact.
Yeah, it was
either.
always a first
Yeah,
start.
he
if
has
I'm playing
the
the
magic.
Bears next year, I'm signing Brock Osweiler and starting him that game.
because he's the bear hunter.
That's it, you get a free win.
Something about it.
Honestly, yeah, like having a weapon like that, like how like Matt Flynn would show up for certain games. Like
Right.
we're playing the
for
Lions
that 2-game stretch and then got paid and,
And
then
then just
got
got
passed
banked.
by Russell Wilson.
Yeah, and then he got a little bit of a sore shoulder, and
Yeah, and my elbow hurts.
Oh, okay.
I still remember that. I remember the quarterback controversy, Matt Flynn versus Russell.
Well, Russell just flat out like beat him in training.
Yeah, and it
camp.
was
Yeah.
well, it was one of the first times in history where a team didn't go with like the money.
Yeah.
Where they weren't like, well, we put money into him, we need a return. They were like, nope, he's the better football player starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was I don't want to say shocked. I kind of had that I think I chose the Dolphins over the Bears.
You definitely did. You did.
So haha.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not feeling secure about I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think I'll have this belt next week. I don't think it's like
you guys play the
Patriots.
Jets. You guys play the Jets next week. I thought.
Oh, is it Jets?
This week, I'm pretty sure it's the Jets. Or wait, no,
Yeah,
we play the
might,
Jets.
It might be the Patriots.
I think you
'cause
guys
I
do
know,
play the Patriots.
Because
Yeah,
Bill Belichick
so-
was asked about Khalil Mack in some way.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm not feeling confident. I think we're gonna. I sadly think we're gonna lose the Patriots. They just have the young
Well, and
quarterbacks
you guys,
numbers.
you guys are not a good enough of an offense to be able to fumble the ball. Like
It's like they just beat Patrick Mahomes. They're gonna beat Mitchell Trubisky.
no, I'm just talking about like against the Dolphins. How like you guys, both of your running backs had horrible fumbles.
the goal line.
Yeah,
fumbles
and the Bears aren't a good enough team to be able to recover from that stuff.
No.
Not a lot of teams are.
yeah,
The Packers can most of the time because of Aaron fucking
yeah,
Rodgers,
you have to have a
and
magical
Tom Brady
player.
can because it's Tom Brady. But other than that,
Yeah. Drew Brees.
Yeah,
is
Drew
the only
Brees.
other one I could think of. Maybe Mahomes in a year.
Kirk's been able to recover from fumbles,
Kirk's been
except
good.
for against the fucking Bills and the
But
Rams.
also, has he like had a fumble every game? It seems.
I think he's almost at 2 a game. It's not
What's
good.
up with that? Does he need gloves or
Like
something?
clutching
I don't
the
know.
belt.
No, when he steps up in the pocket, he goes from this to holding it down by the side.
Oh, and then it gets just like
And they
knocked
just-
down.
they just slap it out
I
of his
gotcha.
hand.
I gotcha.
It's been I'm pretty sure he leads the NFL in fumbles the last since he got drafted
I just remember like one every game.
or since
at
he
least.
started. Yeah, it is what it is. Something we got to deal with.
You guys recover from it, so
Yeah, something we got to deal with to have one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
Still, even with the turnovers and shit. Speaking of that, Arizona at Minnesota. Hey, awesome.
Expected, yeah.
Josh Rosen was the passing leader.
I was.
Latavius Murray went off.
I had a few takeaways from that game, and like the future looks bright a little bit for the Cardinals with with Rosen and Kirk. Christian Kirk, I think his name is, the wide receiver. They were hooking up a lot.
I like Josh Rosen a lot.
Yeah,
And I have him low. We're going to do quarterback power rankings later. I have him low just because I haven't seen enough yet.
Exactly. Right, yeah.
But there's a good chance that he might be the best quarterback out of the rookies.
There's
I don't think
definitely
he.
a chance.
I don't have him up as the best quarterback yet.
I was gonna say I have him at like 20 or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, like
Christ.
I have.
I can't wait to see 20.
It's
I have him at 31.
He had some surprises in there to me, so I
haven't
can't
seen
wait.
it. I haven't seen anything.
A lot of it is field based. It's not number based.
Indian
certainly not QBR based.
Oh god, Indian. Oh god. Truby Tuesday, top 5.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Indianapolis at New York Jets. That was such a high scoring game, 42-34.
Yeah,
Jets.
I know, right? Darnold.
I'm not confident going against the Jets this week.
No, they're like a sneaky team.
Like
they have a solid defense. They can produce. It depends on how their offense is feeling in the day.
They have Jekyll and Hyde going on.
Yeah.
Carolina at Washington.
Total Brown syndrome.
That was a little bit of a surpriser to me. I think I had Cardinals or Carolina winning.
Yeah,
I
think
we all did, but Alex Smith is doing Alex Smith things,
Showed up this week.
Peterson almost had 100 yards.
After dropping it although it's to the Saints and the Super. Every team has dropped one in there. But I kind of thought maybe that was it for them. Maybe they're going to start stinking, but that was a good return to form for them.
Yeah, it was awesome. Buffalo at Houston. Yeah. I mean, I think we all picked Houston.
Yeah. Did you hear apparently Nathan Peterman told the coaches, "I got this," before going on and throwing 2 picks, including the pick 6 that ended the game?
I feel
that's the greatest.
Okay, when is he going to be out of the league? Okay,
Derek Anderson is starting next week, so
hey, D, get ready to suck
I'm going to bring it up during the QB thing. We'll have to. So Jacksonville at Dallas. Jesus,
that one was a little bit of a surprise to me.
I'm pretty sure I predicted Dallas to win.
I don't remember.
I think you guys were both Jags.
I think I might have took Jags. Yeah,
but yeah, dude, that was shocking. Jacksonville's not a really good team. Like they're kind of like I don't know where I had them in my power ranking. I think I had them out of the top 10. But I think they're probably like the 3rd best team in their thing. Maybe they might be the worst team in their division. Like I don't know if they play the Colts. I don't know.
They have to rebound super
Blake
hard.
Bortles
from
sucks.
This. Stephen A. was even saying it, where he's like, they just need to get a new quarterback. Get done with Bortles.
Dude, Chris Carter, or not Chris Carter, Shannon Sharp has the best quote when it comes to Blake Bortles. If Blake Bortles is the answer to a football-related question, you need to ask a different question. It's so true.
It's like, what if they get Tyrod?
I don't know.
I know Tyrod didn't do very good to start the year, but
how about I throw this out there for you? He's sitting out there. What if someone just swallows it and signs Colin fucking Kaepernick?
Oh my god!
Dude, I was gonna bring it up during the power rankings things. How I'm gonna have like Kaepernick better than like the bottom 7 or
definitely.
8 quarterbacks.
Definitely.
What, like the Bills? Colin Kaepernick and Shady McCoy running read options. They're winning 8 games.
You know, like Goodell came into the room with all the coaches at one point. Was just like, after all the Colin Kaepernick chicken, is like, if anybody signs this fucking
Well,
asshole,
you're-
you're
see,
done.
you're right,
And
but
walked out of the room. And that's all he
that's
said.
why-
You're done.
That's
And
why
walked
there's
out
the
of the room.
collusion
But see,
case.
that's
Yeah.
you know how easy it'd be for the NFL to win that
Done.
case if they just went to someone like when I said it last year when Rodgers went down and Hundley was being
Yeah,
a dumpster
yeah.
fire. The Packers could have saved the NFL $800 million
Yep.
and just signed Colin Kaepernick because he was better than Hundley.
Oh, no more case. Just
Yeah, right. Case gone. No longer getting blacklisted.
Now I'm pretty sure Mike McCarthy said something along the lines of all of our players stand for that. Like
Yeah,
when
so
asked
ridiculous.
about Kaepernick.
Yeah,
and it
he's
was
not
like,
gonna have
"All right."
he's not gonna have a job come the end of the year. Probably honestly, there's a good chance he doesn't have a job in like 5 weeks. Especially
And I'm gonna
playing the
miss him.
Patriots and the
Definitely
Rams
a
coming off your
chance.
bye.
I'm
Mm.
gonna miss him fucking making that aneurysm in his head bigger and
Don't
bigger
worry, he'll
every
go be
time
an
I
offensive
watch.
coordinator somewhere.
For like
No,
the,
no, he'll
for like
probably be
the
a head coach.
Titans.
He'll retain that for at least one more try.
Yeah, he'll be he'll go to the Bills.
Because honestly, like this last game that we played, the first half, I honestly really liked our play calling. It was probably the best of
I don't
this
think
year.
he was calling them. I feel like there was no or
there's
or
a
at least the
chance.
two. Okay, I would say maybe the first half he did. The two drives to win the game, he didn't call a single goddamn
Those were
play.
those all Rodgers.
Yeah. All right, we got to keep it moving here. Los Angeles at Denver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver, it was close, but you guys play everyone close at Mile High.
Denver, it could have been really close watching those highlights.
Sorry,
but
Case.
Case didn't make the throws.
What?
They
all I gotta
didn't
say.
make the stops.
Baltimore at Tennessee. Yeah. I don't think we need to say anything. Kansas City at New England.
A great
What a
game.
fun game.
Yeah,
Great
great
game.
game. Probably
Um,
one of the most entertaining games of the year.
No, honestly, maybe of all time.
Yeah.
Honestly, that
Yeah.
I've watched.
Tom
Great back and
Brady,
forth.
like, talk about the two best quarterbacks in the league having game-winning drives.
Pulling it out.
Two game, like,
But-
back to back.
But just butter smooth Tom Brady's 2-minute drill at the end there. Like he was dropping his kid off at school
Well,
and
what-
he'd done
what-
it a
what every-
million times.
what
I was
everyone's
like,
saying-
This is fucking...
What everyone was saying about both
This is
Brady's and
nuts.
Rodgers was that it's like you were watching a video of how to run the 2-minute drill.
No, seriously.
Like,
Some
it
of
was
those,
perfect.
Those throws are just
They
like,
were perfect.
utterly.
They didn't do
perfect.
one thing wrong.
Yeah,
No.
they're just 1, 2, 3, and we're in field goal range.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they just...
And,
And they didn't even bother calling timeouts or anything. They're just nonchalantly. But Colin was going off about it like way
Yeah, who
hard. It
gives
was
a
so
shit? Yeah,
hilarious.
they just walked.
It was hilarious.
And that leads us to the final game. San Fran at Green Bay.
Wow.
Crazy fucking game.
Man, you guys Aaron Rodgers, like
Escaping by the hair on your chinny chin chin.
like that's like I don't get it. Like I've been watching him more and more every week. Dude is holding onto the ball for way too long.
Way too long.
Yeah,
Like
what is up?
like 5 to 8 seconds of
I
fucking
think
play.
here's my theory.
and he's
I-
not letting it go on
and
a
I
lot
came
of throws.
and I came to this like today, yesterday, wanted to. I don't think he likes rookie wide receivers.
Well,
Like just period.
yeah.
I don't think he likes inexperienced wide receivers. We only had 4 of them dressed. 3 of them were rookies.
Well, yeah, but even
Like last 2 weeks.
But I watch they always when he holds on the ball like at the end of the play they zoom out and show what the coverage was. Devontae has a step on a few people
Yeah.
on a
No,
lot of
there-
plays.
no,
and
there's
he's
been
just
some
not
where he's
throwing
missing,
it. He's
where
just
he's
not letting
missing.
it go,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah, no. And no, he's definitely been having a down year.
Well, I think
which is still odd because it's like he's still putting up crazy
well, I
numbers,
think
but-
it was a mistake for the Packers to play him against the Vikings
Yeah,
on
right.
a sprained knee because he's clearly not 100%,
still not.
and he probably won't be the rest of the year because he keeps playing on it.
Well, they,
And all he needs to do is sit a week or two.
We get the bye this
Yeah,
week. That's
this bye,
really good.
We'll see how he comes out
Yeah,
after.
hopefully, if he can come out of this
2
bye,
whole weeks, yeah, he'll be good.
yeah, like that.
Maybe.
But it's like we had that like soft spot in our schedule where it was like the 49ers, the Titans, not the Titans, the Bills. I forget who
Yeah.
was in between that.
The Redskins, the Lions.
Redskins. Yeah, and the Lions. Where those are like decent teams, but
Well,
not
and
like
you needed to win all 4.
they're not the Patriots and the Rams though that were coming out and playing right after the bye. Where it's like sit Rodgers for those games. We lose another 1 or 2
Yeah.
of them, but we have a 100% Aaron Rodgers
Well,
coming
that's the
into
thing
those
is like
hard
is
games.
being
Yeah.
being 3-2-1 worth possibly going 9 6-1
when it
or
could have
9,
been
5
when it
and
could have
1?
been 2-3-1 or I mean
Or
yeah,
wha-
2-3-1 or
1-4-1.
1-4-1.
I don't think you guys would have draw if you didn't play Rodgers. I don't think you guys draw against the Vikings.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
So
yeah,
like
that's
say
supposed to,
he would have came back this week or last week, fresh, fully healthy. So then you're what 3 and 3 going into the bye,
No, yeah, exactly.
and then have a healthy Aaron Rodgers to go against.
It's worth
that might cost you a game or two.
and-
like that might be the playoff difference.
I mean, yeah, it might be. Well, the board for Aaron Rodgers still because his magic is what did it for us this week again.
It's like, you know what Aaron Rodgers is like? Aaron Rodgers is like when you have that big, giant, colossal Titan machine, but it does nothing until you put that giant robotic heart into it, and then the whole machine comes to life, but the second the heart comes out, the Iron Giant goes to sleep.
No, and it was crappy to see our defense give up that much to
I was
that
like,
quarterback. And
I kept
that
saying,
running
who is
back.
this kid?
Jade.
But I kept saying, this is Carson Wentz's retarded cousin.
But here was like my takeaway that I was happy with. We clinched at the end, whereas these other games where our defense was shitting the bed, they just continued shitting the bed.
And the inexperienced quarterback threw the interception that everyone thought was coming.
Exactly, yeah.
And he probably honestly, if he 5 yards ahead or 2 yards to the right, that's a touchdown. Like it was just he underthrew it and didn't know where.
Well,
to put it.
but he underthrew because of the pressure. He had like
he
3
could
dudes
not
in
step
his
into
face.
it.
It was just good to see our defense actually
Step up at a crucial time.
Like you were
they
saying,
took
it was
adversity.
3 and out,
They took
3 and out, and then a
adversity.
turnover,
Yeah, they
right?
took adversity and they didn't fall. Like Vikings game, we had adversity. What did we do? Shit the bed.
Yeah. I think let's jump into this week's topic. We're ranking the quarterbacks in the NFL. Yeah, we were bored. And that's what we're gonna do.
We were bored.
Want to fight about it? Didn't think so.
Wise guy, eh?
Kelvin, let's talk about your list. I hear there's some craziness happening. What's 1 through 5?
1 through 5. At number 1, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I have him at number 1 simply because I feel like he's got magic, and it's like I
It's
feel like
Brett
if there's-
Favre. It's
Yeah,
Brett
if there's-
Favre again.
Yeah, if
He's
there's a
literally
minute, if
Brett
there's a
Favre.
minute left in the game and Patrick Mahomes has the football in his hand, I'm feeling confident.
Yeah.
Number 2, Tom Brady. I'll take timeless. I'll take him every time, whether that be regular season. I don't care how shaky he may look in some games. It's Tom Brady. Drew Brees, Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco, Jared Goff, who I did not think I would ever be putting like really in top 10 consistently,
Yeah.
but he's actually been really impressive.
So
this
are you going to
entire
top
season.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have Kirk Cousins,
Okay.
Matthew Stafford,
Okay.
Matthew Stafford. He's always up there for me. Cam Newton.
Okay.
And then at number 10 we have Alex Smith, especially with that impressive one.
I like it. There actually isn't a lot of craziness in there. Ours is pretty similar.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Brandon's is other than Cam Newton.
Yeah. And I don't have Joe Flacco in like my top 10, but
Okay.
he's in your like top 5, right?
I think like he had him like 7th or 8th.
5.
Oh, yeah, he's
5th.
5th. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. That was my one where I was like Joe Flacco, but he's been doing good this
And
year.
he's got consistent numbers.
Where did you have Kirk?
I had him at number 7.
My man.
He may fumble the ball a couple times, but I have a lot of trust in him. Like he can get it done in the end.
Okay. Yeah, keep it going. Go 11 through 20.
Okay. Then we got Big Ben, Phillip Rivers, number 13 Aaron Rodgers. I think wounded, freaking half dead on the field.
You hurt my heart by putting Big Ben in front of Rodgers. I just hope you know that.
Yeah,
Like
sorry.
I could take him being out of the top 10, but Big Ben in front of him. Ouch.
Yeah, and Phillip Rivers.
that one's understandable.
Stafford?
He didn't have a 3 interception game.
Yeah.
Big Ben.
I think he had a 5 interception game this year, didn't he?
I think it was either.
I think he had a 5. I'm pretty sure he had a 5 interception game
even
this year.
worse.
Yeah, it's terrible. Just Matt Ryan at number 14.
Hey, same.
Russell Wilson at number 15.
Okay.
I'm feeling Wilson. He's got magic. He's got playmaking. From there, it's Dak Prescott, Andy Dalton, Andrew Luck. Just because I don't know, I feel
You don't. Most of the time when like I talk about Andrew Luck, it's like how good he was before he got injured. And he's
Yeah,
been he's been good this year. Not great. You can still you can tell he's
Yeah.
still
he's working his way back into it.
That's exactly.
That's
why.
I have him kind of low, but it's like next year he'll be high.
Yeah, I have him high just because
in your
So,
heart.
I know.
After that, immediately following, we have Truby Tuesday at number 19.
18 or 19. Okay.
And then we have the Young Tuck CJ Beathard or whatever the kid's name
Oh my
is.
god.
He lit it up against a halfway decent Green Bay defense, and I was actually impressed considering just how well he did.
Yeah, he had a good game before. I forget who they played the week before that, but he had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that one at all. So, then we got Rosen.
Oh Jesus, Rosen number 1.
Yeah,
The
number
best
20.
The best rookie, huh?
Or 21, sorry. Yeah, honestly, I just watching a lot of like clips on him and stuff. He just has such a weird feel for the field where he can just he sees things that sometimes I'm like he doesn't have. Oh,
He's very
every
he's
time.
very Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
he plays, and I hate it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Where he's just naturally good, instinctive.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have Mariota, Watson, Brock Osweiler. Then we have Bortles, Derek, Manning, Case for Case, Darnold, Baker, Winston, and then this Anderson guy.
So you have Baker Mayfield as the 30th quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Wrong.
This is fake news.
Fake news.
I think he's proven, even when he like came in for the half and to bring the team back to win, like get the Browns the first win.
No, it's
I
definitely
think he
good.
proved it, like, cause he beat Darnold head to head that one, you know, and almost no, never mind. He didn't play Drew Brees. Should have beat Derek Carr had the fumble that the NFL said now was a fumble been awarded. He would have beat the Raiders, you know. But yeah, that's
I
fine.
feel you.
We'll get more into it. Brandon.
I'll just my top 10, I guess, right away.
Yeah, just rattle it off.
So I got Breeze, then Rodgers, then Brady, Mahomes, Goff, Ryan. Don't worry, I wanted to laugh at some of yours too. Wilson, Rivers, Cousins, Wentz. Those are my top 10.
Okay.
Anyone want to say anything? You want to, obviously.
Yeah,
so
what's
lay it
the-
out-
what's
lay it out.
I just laughed at Rodgers. I just laughed at Rodgers.
Why?
I was like,
I mean, he made like probably some of the best throws I've ever seen
no,
yesterday.
it was really great.
No big deal.
Not yesterday. I'm sorry, it
Monday,
wasn't
but
yesterday.
yeah.
Monday, yeah.
It was really great. It just the inconsistency during an entire game. That's all I'm saying.
No, and fair, but like,
And-
and so it's all like team effort thing.
I think
but,
he
like,
was. I think in
Rodgers
the first
has been
half
a
he
little
was
bit more off this year. I will
was it
say.
the first half? No, it was the fourth quarter where he was 10 of 20. You know, but
Yeah.
still won. But 50%'s weird.
No, definitely. And
weird for
he
Rodgers.
had like a 60% rating that game.
Yeah.
But he's also first NFL quarterback, 400 plus yards, 2 games in a row with no interceptions.
Yeah.
Still not throwing picks. He has like 1 on
No,
the year, 2
He's,
maybe.
he's fumbling now because he can't.
It's
he's not.
it's one of
mobile.
those things. It is a good trade off. He's not throwing picks, but he is still, like we were saying before, holding on to the ball
No,
for
like,
too
and
long.
he is a little off, but a little off Rodgers, I think, is better than
Almost
a lot of
every
No,
single
quarterbacks.
person
and,
in the
and that's
NFL.
honestly why I feel like I have him. I mean, just on the outskirts of number 10 and number.
No, okay. So I'm gonna continue.
Keep it going.
I have 3 AFC North quarterbacks just all touching each other because they're all essentially the same to me. Roethlisberger, Dalton, Flacco.
In that order.
Yeah, in that order.
Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have Flacco higher, could have Dalton higher, could have Roethlisberger lower. I've been a little low on Roethlisberger, but he's coming back around.
Yeah.
I like that he's not relying on Antonio Brown as much. His like leading receiver is Juju now.
Yeah,
which
it
is,
makes sense.
Yeah, which I like that he's spreading it. He hasn't had a multi-interception game in a little bit. He might be due for one though, but I think they're all essentially like the same
Yeah.
bracket.
All right, let's keep it
After
going.
that, Luck, Stafford, Watson, and then Calvin will like this Trubisky right there
At what?
at 17 for me, 16, 17.
Ooh.
And then Newton, Prescott, Smith. We'll finish out my top 20 there.
Ooh, I love how Trubisky's above all the.
No, seriously, and I'd rather
But you
have
had Cam Newton at like
Trubisky.
number 9 or number
Something like
10.
that, yeah.
I
I think magical and playmaking
And
ability. That's why
I think I was saying this
Yeah.
to you before the show. I haven't watched a lot of Cam Newton this year, but I see that they're not doing as good. This plays I've seen, he's back to overthrowing receivers sometimes. Like
he doesn't have a lot of weapons.
He's just not consistent. Doesn't have a lot of weapons, but he could definitely work his way up. But same thing with Trubisky. He's like, looking at his numbers, they're good this year.
No, the numbers are so
really
good
this year. But
just in the moment.
When I look at the numbers, I have to essentially look at them without the Buccaneers game in, because the Buccaneers game skews the numbers a crazy amount.
It does, and I did kind of minus that, but even with that, I think that was like 5 touchdowns in that game, right?
6.
Six all throwing.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was 5,
No,
but I mean,
6.
but still, he is pretty good. He has better numbers than some of these other quarterbacks that I have higher than him, honestly.
So like his completion percentage is amazing.
It is really good.
And every game was 19 of 26.
When you only throw it 3 or 4 yards in the air, that's what Dak
or at the line of
Prescott
scrimmage.
That's
exactly.
It's I call it the Matt Ryan effect. We're just
Dak and
dump it short, dump it short.
All right, so I'll just go for the bottom 12 then.
Yeah.
Top of the rookies for me, Mayfield, and then Darnold right underneath him. Carr. Then Keenum, Manning, Bortles, Rosen, Osweiler, Beathard, Mariota, Winston, and then whatever Bills quarterback.
It's so funny. Our 20th through 32nd is just a jar of dice that just
honestly,
it really is.
And honestly, that's what it is. You could do that. Like there's so many of these teams where it's like, I mean, quarterbacks where they're the same thing. One just does a little bit of this better, and one does a little bit of this better.
All right, me.
What's your list?
Number 1, Tom Brady.
Yep.
I think it's
timeless.
Patty Mahomes, number 2.
We just have him flip flop.
Aaron Rodgers, number 3. Aaron Rodgers, bro. I mean, he's single-handedly the reason why the Packers are not 0-6. Like
he's been having an off year, but he still makes
look at the
fourth
quarter against your Bears.
Well, a few other quarterbacks.
Like just the fourth quarter against your Bears alone is good enough to put him in the top 10. Number 4. Number 4, Drew Brees. Number 5, Jared Goff. Goff's an MVP candidate this year, I think.
Oh,
I think him or Patrick Mahomes are going to win it for sure. Rodgers is on the outside.
If he can somehow string together, Rodgers has some catching up to do in the MVP.
Number 6, Kirk, someone else who I also think is on the outside of the MVP stuff. He's close.
He's really good.
I mean, it's mainly Adam Thielen. Jesus, 6 100-yard games in a row.
Top receiving yards. Owner.
Yeah, and top receptions.
Receptions too. Didn't see that.
7, Russell Wilson. It's Russell. I mean, he's gonna win you games. 8, Joe Flacco. Same thing. 9, Phillip Rivers. Dude's numbers are good this year.
Oh, they're really good this year.
Yeah,
but that's what he does.
Yeah.
And number 10, Cam Newton. I mean, if I need someone to get me like a first down,
that's what I was saying.
If it's like, hey, Rodgers can throw me the first down. If I'm like, hey, this first down needs to be had by any means necessary, Cam's gonna get it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
11, probably the most risky of my choices. Andrew Luck, 11.
I mean, he's technically having like an elite year.
He's having a good year.
It's just that like
he's thrown a few interceptions.
His like yards per reception is just really down too, where it's like the average amount of like time and air that the ball has. It's like
his arm looks off.
Exactly. Yeah, but he's still doing good.
Number 12, Carson Wentz. He was the MVP last year until he got hurt. 13, Matt Stafford. Wins you games.
Yep.
14, Matt Ryan. I don't think I need really. 15, Ben Roethlisberger. 16, Deshaun Watson. He's gonna get you. He's gonna hurt himself to get the touchdown, as we've seen multiple times.
He's RG3 version 2.
Yeah, but better arm.
Yeah, but better, definitely.
17, Andy Dalton. 18, Alex Smith. 19, Ryan Tannehill / Brock Osweiler.
They are the same human.
Number 20, Case Keenum. Number 21, Trubisky. I feel like I put him too high even for myself. 22, Baker. 23, Darnold. 24, Carr.
Have him higher than Sure, honestly, I didn't think you're
I'm not
thing.
crazy.
okay. I like it.
He's fine. He's the best of the bad quarterbacks. He's right below average. Well, no,
Jay Cutler was kind of bad.
Well, but see, some years
But he was the best of the bad quarterback.
Oh god damn it! You're totally right.
Fuck.
No, but see, Jay didn't have a chance to get into the average quarterbacks. Trubisky's young; he has a chance.
That's
He
true.
needs
Yeah.
he needs to not have this horrible Bears coaching staff ruin his progression, which is a very good chance.
And I'm
that
already gonna
happens.
say Truby's attitude significantly better than
Yes.
Jay Cutler's attitude.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just the attitude
I
alone,
do
for
love
sure.
watching him go out the sideline and argue with his coach already, though. That's hilarious.
I haven't seen
Oh,
that at all.
against the Dolphins,
Yeah.
because it was a turnover, and or no, it was on the fourth down when you guys went for it and didn't get it, and he went off the field and fucking Matt Nagy was just sitting there like, just what the hell? And Truby was like, fuck you. It was crazy. I love it.
Fuck you.
I love it.
Fuck you.
26 Dak, 27 Blake,
Dak.
Yeah.
28 Jameis. Probably could move Jameis higher. 29 CJ.
He's gotta have another good week.
Yeah, that's why I
Then-
have CJ Beathard pretty low because he needs to do something. Like he needs to get a win.
Honestly, though, he's like I feel like he's a starter in this league. Like next
For
year when
Buffalo,
they get
yeah.
Jimmy, like there's quarterbacks that are
Buffalo,
worse than him.
Jacksonville, maybe Bears if the worst happens.
Don't go for CJ. Keep true.
30 Rosen, 31 Allen, 32 Manning. I think Eli's the worst quarterback in football right now.
Fair enough.
He has more talent than almost every single. No, he has more talent than everyone other than Trubisky.
And he's
Probably,
still
maybe
shitting
no.
the bed.
He has probably the most talent out of everybody until Ben Roethlisberger, for fuck's sake. And they can't win a goddamn game. Hey, the helmet catch was 10 fucking years ago. No one gives a shit anymore. Update your resume.
Giants. It kills you to keep thinking in the past.
Well,
Keep
I mean,
thinking of the past.
imagine if they wouldn't have drafted Saquon and they just would have taken Darnold.
Like I've been saying for the last month,
Like,
like
fuck.
nostalgia kills you.
All right. Week 7. Game 1, Denver at Arizona. I'm going with Arizona on this one, folks.
That could be a sneaky
Rosen's
one.
coming out party.
I'm taking the Cardinals too because the Denver's been giving up rushing yards left and right. David Johnson. Sorry, Brian.
Let's go, Denver.
What reason?
Uh,
Tennessee at Los
Bob
Angeles.
Dillard.
Tennessee at Chargers. No,
Chargers.
it's in London.
Oh,
Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Going with Tennessee. Dude, there's like a fucking 13-hour time difference between the LA and London, where
It's gonna be
Tennessee
fucking with
is in the
people.
Eastern time zone. That they got a only 3-hour difference, or like 7 hours, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna have an effect on them. Tennessee's winning. New England at Chicago.
Patriots.
Yeah,
Sadly,
I'll
I'm gonna
take
go
Patriots.
Patriots.
they're
I
on a
don't
roll.
want to.
They're on a roll. But
See you later, Bill.
But
they
if
might keep it.
But if you guys win,
It would be great. It's
holy
a huge,
fuck shit.
huge
Dude,
jumping off.
That would
point.
be insane.
Yeah.
There's a chance of it that defense has been weak at times. Your defense is strong. Got a chance.
Buffalo at Colts. Detroit at Miami. Ooh, that's a fun game.
That one's interesting. Brock is still starting.
Detro-
too.
I think Detroit's gonna win still.
I'm gonna take Detroit too.
Coming off of the bye.
But I feel like it could get interesting with those weapons that Miami has.
Yeah, maybe. But
Fast.
Detroit
They're
has
fast.
Galladay.
They're just gonna keep up.
Minnesota at Jets. Let's go Vikings.
I'll go Vikings.
I'm terrified of it. This is another Bills game where we could just lose.
This is
That's
like
easily.
your guys is like us versus the Redskins, where you're like us, right?
Yeah, I hate it. I don't know. I think we're gonna win, but I'm terrified. I'm not confident. Carolina at Philly. Philly. Cleveland at Tampa Bay. Cleveland's gonna have a bounce back game against
Cleveland.
the Bucks, who are but Jameis is pretty good.
Yeah, no.
Cleveland's
honestly,
gonna have a bounce back game.
I think Baker. This is gonna be like Baker's game.
Yeah. If
Like,
not,
this
I
might
can
be
confidently say. Actually, no. I'm like the bet's gonna, Calvin's gonna win the bet. But no, honestly, because if they both lose, the Browns are still only one game back, so that helps. Yeah. So honestly, there's a good chance that you're only a tie ahead of the. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. You're a tie
Yeah.
ahead of the Browns
0.5.
at the end of this week. Let's go. Houston at Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's gonna have a bounce back game.
Yeah, they'll bounce back.
I'm going Houston.
That's fair. New Orleans at Baltimore.
This is the
fun best fact. Offense versus the
Fun
best
fact.
defense.
Drew Brees has won against 31 NFL teams. Number 32 is this game. He has a chance to win against all 32 NFL
not
teams. Dude,
get number 32 until the Super Bowl this year.
Where
Where
is it? Is it in the Superdome?
Baltimore.
Ooh, that makes it way more interesting.
Dude, you didn't hear my hot take? He's not gonna win number 32 against all teams this year. This week, he'll get it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That would be a
New Orleans, Baltimore Super Bowl, folks.
I'll go Saints.
Mark it.
I'll go Saints.
I'm going Baltimore. Fuck New Orleans. I will never cheer for New Orleans. They broke Brett Favre's ankle. Fuck them. They blatantly cheated the Vikings out of a Super Bowl. Fuck you. Yeah, you. All you New Orleans fans, go fuck yourself. Rams at San Fran. Yeah.
I don't have to say anything. Rams.
Dallas at Washington.
Redskins next.
I'm going Dallas.
I'm going Dallas.
I'm going Dallas.
I don't think they're going to be too high off that win.
This is a super important game for that division.
Yeah,
because they're all tied. They're all tied.
They're all the same team.
they're all the same team.
Effectively.
Cincinnati at Kansas, Sunday night game. Kansas is winning. Yeah,
yeah,
you're not going to Arrowhead to win. And Monday night, oh my God, who gives a fuck? New York Giants at Atlanta.
Hey, the two teams that match each other.
Hey, guess what?
Check Falcons.
Giants are getting their second win.
Falcons are winning.
Sadly, I could see it happening just to fuck with the Rams. Or not the Rams, the Falcons.
Yeah, Giants are going to win.
No. Going with the Falcons. No.
Well, I think we did it again. 10:43.
Right on the dot?
Yeah, we're pretty good here.
Ooh. We're getting good at this.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say.
I don't. Let me see if I have any other fun facts
fun
here.
Facts.
No, I just have the Rodgers versus QB.
What's your bold prediction?
No, honestly. Oh, here was my other thought I wanted to bring up.
I just did my bold prediction.
Yeah,
Baltimore,
okay.
New Orleans.
Do
Super
got a bold prediction here. Another thing I want to bring up. The Vikings should trade for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick. They should trade for him.
Wait.
Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald.
Oh.
That's why I was like, it's not Fitzpatrick, right? No, Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. They should trade for Fitzgerald.
I agree.
Like, I feel like you could send like a fourth or a fifth, even like a sixth over there for him. Like,
maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he'd want to leave Arizona.
But we were talking.
But
I feel like that's the
would be
one
the only
place.
place
Exactly.
yeah.
I feel like you're the one place, and if you were able to get him checked off on it, get him on a Super Bowl team as your third string.
I think he has a huge thing about retiring a Cardinal, though.
Okay, and if that's a thing, fair enough. Like, good on him. Honestly,
he just signed that new deal with him too in the offseason to remain a Cardinal.
But it's like, damn, that would be. I'm saying that as a Packer fan, and if that happened, instantly we're not in the playoffs. You are.
Diggs, Fitzgerald 1 and 2, Thielen in the slot, or Thielen number 1 and Diggs in the slot.
It doesn't matter.
We're running 3 wide receivers and Kyle Rudolph and Dalvin Cook. That is our offense.
Okay, so here's my bold prediction. We're talking about AFC turmoil. Who's making to the playoffs? Here's my bold prediction. The Miami Dolphins somehow slithery snake slide into the playoffs.
Wild card?
Not winning their division.
Are you sure?
No.
You want to...
But I was going to say, if at one point the Dolphins, the Dolphins and the Patriots do play, if they win one of those, for sure this is happening.
Oh yeah.
If they can somehow go 1-for-1 with the Patriots.
Yeah, so they have to beat the Patriots.
Yeah,
because they already.
But
went
exactly, if they have to win one of those though, because I think they can 2-0 the Bills and 2-0 the other team. They're
The
trash
Jets.
too though. I guess they're not as trash, but the Jets.
They're
What's
trash,
the
too.
other one?
Jets.
So there's. Yeah, I had the sign somewhere. I'll burn it later. I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah, I
Jets
forgot.
fans.
Yeah, you were all on the bandwagon. Then just
I was,
forgot they were a
and now I'm
franchise.
shitting on
You
them.
forgot they existed.
What's the other team in the Patriots
They're
division?
shitty.
So that's my bold one. Dolphins sneaking into the playoffs on Albert Wilson long touchdown.
Well, all right. That's it for today.
Want to have a staring contest for a little bit?
No.
Your face says otherwise.
All right. I'm Dan.
I'm Brandon.
Calvin's gone.
That was Kelvin.
We'll see you next time.